students. In this series of economics, I'll be discussing about the microeconomics concept. And in the previous series, I had given the introduction of economics. What is economics? The importance of economics. The various concepts of economics, positive and normative economics, the various economic system, the traditional economic system, the capitalist economic system, socialist economic system, mixed economic system. And apart from that, I had given the various and the concepts about the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. In this economic series, I'll be focusing on microeconomics. And as we all know, microeconomics constitutes an important part of economics. So introduction to microeconomics is the topic of this video lecture. We have already discussed about the microeconomics and macroeconomics definition. The microeconomics word comes from the Greek word micros, meaning a small, or taking a close-up view of the economy. Whenever we say the close-up view of the economy, as if we are looking through a microscope, and it is concerned with individual behavior, individual households, individual firms, individual governments, or any single entity, when their behavior as a consumer or as a producer is taken into consideration, it comes under the purview of microeconomics. Macroeconomics has been derived from the Greek word macros, meaning large. So taking an overall view of the economy, that is aggregative economics. This is just a reminder to you all about microeconomics and macroeconomics, which I told you in the previous series. The basis of comparison chart has also been discussed in the previous series, but just to remind you and just for your remembrance, I've put up this slide, the microeconomics and macroeconomics. We all, till now, we have come to know what is the basic difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics dealing with individual behavior and macroeconomics dealing with the aggregate behavior. In this series, I'll be discussing more on the microeconomic theory, the function of microeconomic theory. We have come to know through the definition of microeconomics that it is a study of individual households and firms' behavior. So what they decide, what they allocate, what they purchase, what they consume, every individual behavior, their demand, their supply, their production, their consumption, every individual behavior has been a part of the function of microeconomic theory. We have studied that economics is a study of allocation of resources, or I can say allocation of scarce resources. So how individually it is allocated and how individually it is consumed is all dealt in the function of microeconomic theory. In the syllabus of microeconomics, we'll be dealing with in Unit 1, Introduction to Macroeconomics. In Unit 2, the consumer behavior, the utility, the satisfaction, the indifference curve analysis. In the third, the demand and supply analysis, the law of demand, the law of supply, the factors affecting both demand and supply, and the elasticity of demand. Then in the Unit 4, we are going to discuss on the production and cost analysis, the law of variable proportion or short-run production function, the returns to scale, long-run production function, the various types of cost, the shape of cost curve, either in short-run or long-run. And in Unit 5, we'll be discussing about the equilibrium of firm and industry under different market structure. So starting with the nature and scope of microeconomics. Microeconomics is a social science just like an economics, and it implies the implication of human action specifically about the utilization and distribution of scarce resources. We have got many pricing decisions related to product. We have got market structure. We have got consumption pattern of consumers' behavior, the demand, the supply. Everything comes under the purview of macroeconomics when dealing with individual behavior. So when we'll study this microeconomics, the whole syllabus, we'll come to know that the nature and scope is the whole syllabus of the microeconomics. Microeconomics basic question is what to produce, which is related to goods and services, how to produce, the production process, and for whom to produce, that is the consumer behavior, how consumer behave in different market structure, how producers behave in different market structures, and how the goods and services are produced and consumed is the three goals of microeconomics. When we talk about the nature of microeconomics is a study in which every member of a society has a choice in the marketplace. They have either the choice of factors of production if they are a producer and choice of products of goods and services if they are the consumer. As a business, the part of your role is to provide and promote products that are demanded by the target market group within the population. So we discuss of the supply and demand. As a producer, you are going to supply, and as a consumer, you are going to demand. And the place where buyers and sellers meet is a marketplace, and that market is a very complex market because every producer and every consumer have their own choices of their own supply, style, and own consumption pattern. So in this microeconomics, we are going to study about the supply behavior also and the demand behavior also. The pricing, when we are going to supply anything, we are going to produce. The production needs the four factors of production, which I have already discussed in the previous series, the land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. The land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur, when they enter the field of production, the entrepreneur who manages the land, labor, and capital pays price also to those land, labor, and capital. Apart from getting its own price also. The price may be the land is getting the rent, the labor is getting the wages and salaries, the capital is getting interest, and yes, of course, entrepreneur gets the profit. So these pricing, factor pricing, I should say, is also decided in the macroeconomics. And apart from factor pricing, the product pricing is also decided through the microeconomic concept. The research and promotion, which has been the talk of the day today, is also a part of microeconomics because we think about for whom to produce. For that question, for whom to produce, we are going to have a research. We are going to have a survey of the market for whom to produce, what product they want, what is the demand. Accordingly, the production process is enhanced. So without research and without survey, we cannot move ahead in the branch of microeconomics. And when the product is launched after this research, after the whole production process, that means the once the demand is forecasted that what type of demand in the particular market is needed, what type of product they want, and the production process is there. Then after that production process, there comes the concept of promotion or advertisement. So all comes under the purview of microeconomics. The scope of microeconomics is endless, I should say, because we have got economic system, a complex economic system, a ending microeconomics will say that we are ending the economic system. An economic system is a dynamic, ever changing, ever going. So that is why it is called that scope of microeconomics is vast. The commodity pricing, as I told you all, because the commodity pricing is determined by the demand and supply analysis. The demand analysis dealing with individual consumer behavior and the supply analysis dealing with individual producer behavior. The factor pricing theory, the four factors of production which are being used in the production process is also taken into consideration, and the theory of economic welfare. This is very important theory because in today's economics, we are dealing more with the welfare economics. The basic objective of any producer or consumer or any economic system is economic welfare. So in a nutshell, we'll see that microeconomics theory deals with the commodity pricing, the factor pricing, and the theory of economic welfare. The commodity pricing depends on the demand and supply analysis. The factor pricing, the four factors of production gets the enumeration for that. And the theory of economic welfare deals with what to produce, how to produce, when to produce, and for whom it is to be produced. This is all the crux of microeconomics. So in the next series, I'll be discussing about the concept of demand because till now, till date, I've told you all what is economics, what is microeconomics, what the microeconomics is going to deal. So in the series of the introduction to microeconomics series, then the next series will be dealing with the demand, the concept of demand, the factors affected demand, and various theories of demand and elasticity of demand. So till then, we'll be joining again in the next series. Thank you.